Had to add one more player to the list. And more to come in the future. Hello everybody and welcome. So, we're here to find out what God wants us to know at this time. Woohoo! So, Most High God, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Oh Lord. My handy dandy geopolitical deck. This is about to be interesting. I'm hearing blue moon. Who sings that? Well, Frank Sinatra. Oh God, so many people sang it over, but whose version is that? Okay, it's not Frank Sinatra. I'm sorry, guys. This must be important. Whoever sing it like that is that. That one. Pause. Who sang that? Dean Martin. Is that the one that was on Grease? Nope, that ain't it. The version that's on the movie Grease, that's the version that I'm hearing. And I don't know what the significance of that is, but I know that it must be significant because I searched very hard to find out what version of Blue Moon that was and who sang it. So, whoever this message is resonating for, you know exactly what God is trying to relate to you, or at least you have some kind of idea. And this toilet tissue isn't very strong for me blowing my nose. It kind of falls apart. So if you see any white tissue, I apologize. All right, so let's get on with it. There's also once in a blue moon, you know. Interesting. Okay, so the two cards that wanted to show themselves just now, I wasn't sure if I needed to show you, but I feel like. So we got African Union and Ethiopia. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the World Economic Forum. Okay. Politics is everybody's business. Okay. We're not really trained to get involved in politics, but when I come to consciousness about the effect that it has on everybody, I have come to the conclusion that politics is definitely everybody's business. Okay? All these private meetings that these world heads be having, these meetings should not be private. These meetings supposed to be televised. Majority of them supposed to be televised unless the meeting is going to compromise security, for example. Okay, these politicians, they handle politics as if it's their own personal business. Okay, they act like they don't need the input of we the people. But bitches, the fucking decisions that you make, they affect we the people. So yes, you do need the input of we the motherfucking people. When your decisions are going to have such a high impact on our quality of lives, it is our business to know what the fuck you in there talking on our behalf. Next minute we hear reports of there's a war happening here and a war happening there, and then bombs are dropping on we the people, and we know nothing about what the fuck happened. It's time for that to stop. Politics is our business. There should be full transparency, unless it's going to compromise national security or something. Who don't want to pay attention to politics, they don't have to. But those of us who are interested, y'all need to put that shit out there so that we can watch it and hear what you're saying, and hear what the people that you're talking to are saying as well on our bumbleclot behalf. Making bad decisions. Next minute you look, we got food shortage and water shortage and oil shortage and friggin' inflation and all type of nonsense, and we don't have a clue what's going on, when everything that you're doing and everything that you're saying, everything you're not doing, everything you're not saying is affecting us and our quality of life. Make yourself make sense. You can't be trusted. You politicians, you're very irresponsible. You're very selfish. And so once upon a time where people were cool to allow you to do what you do, it looks like we need to supervise you as you do what you do on our behalf. Because you have always been doing it on our behalf. Usually to our detriment. And in favor of the people with the money who call shots. They are the minority. It's time for that to stop. We are the majority, and our money is more than the money of the couple billionaires that call shots. We the people collectively have more money and put in more money into the system than these billionaires who call the shots. Okay. We are the ones who make the system function. We are the ones who give the system life. We are the ones who make this all be worth anything. We the people. If we stop participating in your game, life gonna be very dreary for all of you who think you have power over we the people. All we have to do is stop playing. All we have to do is stop taking part. And show you where the real power lie. It's in the hands of we the people. We just aren't executing our power or exhibiting our power. So don't get too comfortable, so-called leaders. You are not leaders, you are representatives of we the people. You work for us. You work on behalf of us. You work on behalf of we the people. You, the government officials, you work on behalf of we the people. Because we can't all go into the town halls and have our say. That's why we have representatives. Y'all lost the motherfucking plot. Trying to give us something else. Trying to turn this thing into something else. You're not our leaders. Okay. So you could come down off your bumbleclot high horse. Before you fall and bust up your ass clot face. Okay. We thought we could trust you to lead us, but we see that we can't. Your children. Children who can be lured away by fucking candy. Candy and cars and status and position and fat bank accounts and yachts and clothes and watches and belonging to clubs. Your children who can be lured away from your responsibilities. By nonsense. You're not grown. You're not responsible. You're not mature. Lured away by men and women and attention and fame and fucking material things, while everybody out here suffering because you didn't play your role and you didn't do it properly. It's time for it to stop. We are not toys to be just played with. Because while we're out here suffering as a result of your poor decision making and your poor choices, you're wherever you are having fun, feeling free, happy. Even if you're not happy, at least you're not suffering the burdens that we the people are suffering as a result of your poor decision making. Your lack of consideration for we the people. You didn't give a fuck about us. If we can't trust you to fulfill your position, to fulfill the duties of your position as a politician responsibly, then you don't belong there. If as a politician we the people are not your priority, you don't belong there. Because that's not what that position is about. That position is one where you opted to be there so that you can help to take care of us, help to take care of communities, help to take care of the people. That's what politics is about. Guardianship and care for we the people. Y'all have lost the plot. We're gonna take it back. We're taking it all the way back to exactly what it's supposed to be. And those of you who do not have those aims and objectives as your primary forethought sitting in those seats of authority, you are going to be removed. Period. Right. You don't belong there. You are the enemy. Blue moon. You doubt me? Look around the world and tell me what you see. All the news clips that you're hiding from we the people about what's really taking place. When it comes to the government versus the people. The people are all taking their power back. It's a spreading condition. And it's long overdue, so we're happy to see it. How can you be a lawyer posing as a fucking doctor? People are gonna die on the table because you don't know what you're doing. Go find your place. If you can't do the job properly, go and find your fucking place. If you can't stand up to these quote-unquote billionaires with money who like to force people to do this and force people to do that, you don't belong in that seat. We need people who are not afraid to stand up for what is right. You do not qualify. You are bitch. You are bitch made. You are coward. And you're part of the problem. Man and woman, I'm talking to you. I'm the trumpet. I tell of what is to come. I don't make it happen. I'm just a messenger. Blue moon. subject matter. Ethiopia. So, could be actually talking about Ethiopia. It could be talking about being unconquered or unconquerable. Okay. So we got Europe, Britain. Let's check to see if it's meant to be upright or in the reverse. Why am I hearing Netanyahu? So this way it feels light, but it feels like the wrong way. This way feels dark, but it feels like the right way it should be interpreted. So whatever direction that is, that's how it should be interpreted. But if I feel darkness, is that in the upright? Oh, it's in the reverse. So it's in the reverse and I feel darkness. There's a lot of darkness. In what sense? It'll be clear to us in a moment. What does that darkness mean? But there's darkness. The underlying issue is St. Lucia. Tiny little Caribbean island of St. Lucia. You look at these little places and you think, oh, they're not involved in anything, are they? Aren't they? That secret society boss lady, the ones who want to go around like they are the heads of this Illuminati organization or Freemason or whatever the hell they think they are, or they try to make people think they are. She has close ties with St. Lucia. So when they want to escape the madness, they run away to these tiny islands and they just fit right in like just another regular European person. I'm nobody, I'm just visiting the island. Meanwhile, they're actually a huge dickhead. Yeah, leader of, if not the biggest organized crime organization, one of the biggest organized crime organization. You don't know who you're meeting in your tiny little Caribbean island when you think you're tucked away safely from the madness of the big world. Anywho, so we got St. Lucia, and then we have Mexico. Well, we all know, well, if you watch my videos like religiously, you will know that Mexico is is one of the very few allies that America still has. And you know America is the one that's trying to take over the whole world. The same boss lady that I'm talking about, she is connected to that same organization that want to take over the whole world. So whatever this message is about, it's nothing small. But we got Europe in the reverse, and I felt, I saw, and I perceived just darkness. So we got St. Lucia as her hiding place, and we got Mexico being in close affiliation with America and their nonsense. America is for the bullshit. And whoever is in charge of Mexico, their ancestors were telling them that they need to stop. And whoever is in charge, I think it is, decided he's not going to listen. I don't know if things have changed by now, but if you ride with them, Mexico, you're going to die with them. So you don't have to listen to your ancestors if you don't want to. But here I am in a real life as a prophetess, as a messenger of the Most High God, as a high priestess, telling you that God say if you ride with them, you're going to die with them. What has never happened in your lifetime, you are about to experience, and you're not going to like it. Blue moon. All right. So we got Panama. I don't know anything about Panama and how it fits into this. This card never really comes up, but here it is in third place. And then we have Argentina. And if you bear watch it, and right behind that we have Jamaica and the devilish state of California. So just look at the players, and it should tell you everything that you need to know. Those of you who are truly into politics and you know the truth, or at least a good portion of the truth of what is really going on, because we don't really know everything, because there's so much secrecy and so much lies and so much look over here when you really should be looking over there and all these things. Okay, we don't know who is who and what is truly what, but we know some things that give us the general picture of who the good guys are, who the bad guys are, where they're hiding out, what they're doing, where and why, and all these things. We're figuring it out slowly. But all these players are not good guys. Like I said, I don't know anything about Panama, but I know St. Lucia, Mexico, Argentina is one of the places that they go to brainstorm. Okay? About their evil plots and plans and shit like that. Jamaica is just a bumbleclad sellout, period. The people in charge of Jamaica right now, they are pussies. Period. They don't care about their people. They don't care about anybody. They don't have no backbone. So they're going to be down for whatever fuckery these people want because they're afraid. The Jamaican leaders are afraid. Okay. And then we have the state of California. I've heard nothing but bad things about this one. And we have St. Croix coming in next. And we have China. And then we have the United Emirates. Just look at this lineup. I don't know much about St. Croix either. St. Croix don't usually come up in any of my readings. After United Emirates, we got France. Then we have Nigeria. Followed by Biafra. And the Arctic Council. Then we have the World Economic Forum. So anybody who is truly into politics, I'm sure that this will make a lot of sense to you. And just so you know, Portugal is coming in next, followed by Burkina Faso. Then we got Switzerland. The United Nations, and the News Corps, the media as a whole, as a collective. And we have NATO. So all I'm getting here is be careful what you're hearing on the news. From you hear NATO right next to the News Corps, you already know what time it is. It's propaganda season. So whatever they're showing us on the news, just know. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do more of those readings that we called what the mass news media should be telling us, but they're neglecting to do so. But God need us to know. In the first one, it was revealed that the ECOWAS leaders, I don't know if it's all of them, but a number of them were basically kidnapped, and they put impersonators in their place to pass laws. And then once that mission is done, they're going to take the impersonators out and put the real people back. And the people of the country are meant to assume that it's the actual leaders that made these decisions, when it wasn't. It was America who put their secret agents slash impersonators of said leaders there to do the dirty work, since the actual leaders didn't want to do the dirty work. So if the people of these ECOWAS countries didn't know, your leaders, they may not be saints, but they're not as bad as America want them to be. So when it comes to your rage, be mindful who you direct it at. Because although these leaders aren't perfect, they have some level of decency within them. And they could be on the path to actually becoming more good than evil. They're starting to see the error of their ways, because the game is getting real hot and real heavy. So don't let don't let America, don't let NATO, don't let the News Corps fool you. With their psychological operations, their illusions. So let's see what God wants us to dig into. So Europe is in the reverse, and I felt, I saw, and I perceived darkness. And the subject matter was Ethiopia. I want to take a look at the subject matter. Why is Ethiopia the subject matter? Let's see. Let's get a better visual of what it's all about. Let's clarify Ethiopia to start with. Where do we find the clarification for that, please? So sometimes these countries, they be representative of the actual countries, or sometimes it could be like a characteristic trait of the country that God is trying to tell me. For example, sometimes when Russia come out, it's not actually talking about Russia, but it came out like rushing, like being hasteful or hasty. So this is why you need to be, if to do this job that I'm doing, you have to be connected to the divine, because how are we to know what the real interpretation of the card is? Nobody can access the Akashic records if they do not have divine authority to do so. This is like God's CIA. This is God's Central Intelligence Agency. You don't just go into God's files without permission. You have to have a connection and you have to have authority to do so. Or else you're only going to be talking shit to the person you're reading for. You don't know what you're talking about. It's not your business to know. You need authority to be able to get the information, to be able to relay the information. Y'all be around here fooling yourself and fooling people into thinking that you have power and authority that you don't. So at the bottom of the deck, okay, we got country. Okay, so this could be about Ethiopia itself. You see how that card came out? God pushed that card out. I had nothing to do with what card came out or what card comes out. It's God doing that. It's the source that's doing that. It's the power that's doing that. It's the power that arranges these the way that they need to be arranged so that the correct message can be received. Okay. Y'all are quick to believe in the devil, but y'all are very slow to believe in the power of God. I don't work with anything but God. Okay. So the two cards to clarify, we got physique Man-made tornado in the reverse. So, man-made tornado, that in itself tell you that there's something happening when it comes to Ethiopia, and it's man-made, but it's in the reverse. So what's a tornado? A tornado is a storm. It's like a whirlwind. It causes destruction. It causes like pollution. Okay? Trying to mix some shit up. So it's like some man were trying to do something to the physique of Ethiopia, aka Ethiopia's standing, most likely from a political standpoint. So that would be like economically, socially, maybe with its allies, just politically, all the different branches that come under politics. So all the education, health, schooling, all them things. So it's like they were trying to cause disruption in Ethiopia. But the reason why it's in the reverse is because it was not successful. The underlying issue, we got unemployment, county or parish, DNA manipulation. Even that wanted to go in the reverse. So they're trying to change. They're trying to change things there. DNA manipulation, tribe. So whereas Ethiopia is the unconquerable, it's like they're trying to pollute. They're trying to pollute Ethiopia, maybe the Ethiopian people. Maybe they're doing all type of little manipulations and tactics and whatnot to destabilize Ethiopia and Ethiopians, because Ethiopia is unconquerable. So what? Y'all haven't conquered Ethiopia in God knows how long. You think that now is going to be the time that God is going to allow you to conquer Ethiopia? Listen to the prophetess tell you that is ludicrous. It is ridiculous. Stop wasting your time. Do not waste your money. Don't waste your bombs. Don't waste your poisons. Don't waste the lives of the human resources that you're going to send in as secret agents. It's not going to happen. It's cleanup time in the earth, period. If you didn't conquer Ethiopia already, you're not going to conquer Ethiopia now. But you don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. So yeah, then we got insect, ear insect, and we got invisible. Ear insect, so unemployment of the country. So they want to keep Ethiopia out of things. Okay? And destabilize Ethiopia and Ethiopians in whichever way. Okay? Then we have ear insect invisible. So there's something that's around, but it's pretending like it's not around. So ear insect could talk about, when it comes to ear, it talks about things that people are saying. Okay? But they're like bugs. They're small people. Ear insects. An insect is a tiny creature. So there's people around that make themselves look like they are unimportant, but they're actually spreading disinformation. So it's like they're employing or they're using agents that look like regular people. They look like unimportant people. So it's like fitting in with we the people to corrupt we the people. Because they know that the real power is in the people. Because the people will protect and aid a good government. So if you destabilize the people, then when they attack the government, there will be no unity, and it will then weaken the defenses of the overall country. So that's what they're doing. So man-made tornado, that's another air disaster. So they're trying to create that disruption. Okay, let's read on. So we got God-made rain and the man-made snow. So the man-made snow is people are there trying to make the Ethiopians turn on each other. Yeah, see, followed by bacteria. They're trying to get Ethiopians to turn on each other. Ooh, we got corporations. So this could be in the business sector. They're trying to disrupt. Well, it says unemployment. So they are trying to destabilize the business community of Ethiopia. Okay, and God just sent some rain. Because what happens when it rains and it's snowing? When it's snowing, if the rain comes, the rain basically, it makes the snow null and void in it. The snow can't sit. The snow doesn't remain snow. The snow then turns into water. It just melts away. So this is to say that God is blocking, and this reading might help people to see the trick that the enemy is trying to play. It is helping Ethiopian people to see the trick that the enemy is trying to play in their camp, in an effort to conquer them finally. Okay, and they're starting with the business. So probably getting the people to not support the businesses or something. So Ethiopia, just be aware, okay, of what is happening around you. Okay, outside forces are trying to conquer you. So this would be Europe. So the Europeans, Britain, America, they all came out here. Okay, let's call them out. So we got St. Lucia, Mexico, Panama, Argentina, Jamaica, Californians, St. Croix, China, United Emirates, France. And now we have Nigeria. And maybe all the people of the Biafra organization, the Arctic Council. And then we have World Economic Forum. So it's like all these people came together. All these countries are coming together to try and bring down Ethiopia. God damn, let me see. 1, 2, well, Biafra, I have to find out how many states are included in Biafra. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to look into Biafra. Shit. I like to do my work thoroughly. If you don't like how I do things here, I'm sorry. But this is serious business, okay? So, Biafra. Let's see what Google have to say about Biafra. I mostly want to know who. Okay, Biafra. According to Wikipedia. So I'm on Wikipedia. Okay. Let me turn it down. So this is my source. So if I read anything that's not true, it's because these idiots said it. So we got Biafra, anglicized as Biafra. Officially the Republic of Biafra. Was a partially recognized state in West Africa that declared independence from Nigeria and existed from 1967 to 1970. Its territory consisted of the former eastern region of Nigeria, predominantly inhabited by the Igbo ethnic group. Biafra was established on the 30th of May 1967 by Igbo military officer and Eastern Region Governor Chukwuemeka Odu Megu, oh God, Ojukwu. Okay. Under his presidency, following a series of ethnic tensions and military coups after Nigerian independence in 1960 that culminated in the 1966 anti-Igbo pogrom. The Nigerian military attempted to reclaim the territory of Biafra, resulting in the beginning of the Nigerian Civil War. Biafra was officially recognized as a sovereign and independent country by Gabon, Haiti, Cote d'Ivoire, Tanzania, and Zambia, while receiving de facto recognition and covert military support from France, Portugal, Israel, South Africa, and Rhodesia. After nearly 3 years of war, during which around 2 million Biafran civilians died, President Ojukwu fled into exile in the Ivory Coast as the Nigerian military approached the capital of Biafra. Philip Efong, became the second president of Biafra, overseeing the surrender of Biafran forces to Nigeria. So Biafra is actually a state in itself. I thought Biafra was an acronym like ECOWAS, but Biafra is actually a state. See, that's why we read. Okay, so we got France, Nigeria, and Biafra. So Biafra is still coming up as its own or as its own place. I didn't read down to find out, well, if it reestablished itself or what. But just know that there is still a Biafra. Okay? And then we have the Arctic Council. So, and you heard them say that France secretly helped Nigeria to reclaim Biafra. So it's a long time that they had a hand in all these things. All these countries have been allies for a long, long time. So now they're working together to bring down Ethiopia. And they're trying to conquer them through destabilizing their economy. Let me see what was coming next. Oh, God made drought. Yeah, God said, nah, forget it. God said, not over here. Okay? It's not gonna happen. So, okay. Let's see what else. So like I said, you're gonna waste your money, you're gonna waste your time trying to accomplish this goal, but you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to God talking to you through these cards either. Go on, waste your money, it's yours. You worked hard to steal it. Yeah, you worked hard to steal it from we the people. Go on. It's yours. But you know, when we go about accumulating funds through unlawful means, whether unlawful by the states of by the laws of the land or unlawful by God's law, we usually lose that money, or we invest in something that's going to be to our detriment, because the whole energy associated with that money is negative. So if you wonder why you steal a whole bunch of money and buy a nice car, or you got it through some horrible means and you buy a nice car and it looks good, you get maybe a good couple of days or months out of it, and all of a sudden everything starts to go to shit, that's the reason why. It's the energy regenerating itself. You got it through horrible means, so that's what's programmed into the whole energy of it. So you end up experiencing problems here and there with the same house or car or clothes or whatever you get. You know, like you may go through a fire, you may have an accident. It's negative energy attached to it, and that's the reason why. So Europe, all these European states and allies are trying to conquer Ethiopia, and they're gonna be spreading all types of bad reports about it, ear insects. So little seemingly unimportant people who have been armed with words of destruction. Okay? So that's what we need to know. And that's why the Europe was feeling so dark. It's like they can't even see what they're doing, but it's their money to waste. They deserve to waste it. I love my job. So let's see the next message that God wants to relate to us. My phone is still poisoning me. I'm tasting the crap coming in. It's drying out my mouth and all sorts. But we gonna do it anyway. The show must go on. The show must go on. We're not stopping, bitch. Even if I have to do my reading from over there and take each card and run up to the camera, show it, and go all the way back over there and take the next card, run up and show it, and go over there and come back. And I'll just see it as an exercise. Like, I'll be getting fit doing that. And I'll be able to breathe clean air. So you could turn that fucking fume up as high as you want it to be. It's fine. And if I have to put my phone outside, I'll put it outside. Wrap it up in a plastic bag or something. Because I tried wrapping it in a plastic bag and the fumes still come through the plastic bag. I get probably like 2 hours of clean air and then it start coming through the plastic bag. But it's a small price to pay for the ass kicking that the stupid system, this wicked system has been getting. Yeah. And everything, even death will be a small price to pay for the ass whooping that God is empowering me to give to this system. That's been fucking with us for way too long. Fuck y'all. Fix up or fuck off. You wicked bastards. Living grand. That's what they want to do. That's why they're so wicked. Ah, now you're getting your karma, bitches. Yeah. You want to live grand? Now you going to pay for that shit. It's payback time. You wicked system. Thought you were doing yourself a favor. All bad things come to an end. It's payback time. I'm telling y'all, it's cleanup time. All these horrible plots that you got for the world, you might as well just scrap them because it's not gonna end well for you. We gonna be alright because God is on our side. God says it's time for we the people to live some good life. It's time for we the people to get relief from your oppression and your suppression. Okay? your financial warfare, and your social warfare, and your psychological warfare, your biological warfare, your chemical warfare, your meteorological warfare. All the ways that you fight against really people, God said, cut it out, or else you will be stopped. So get ready to either correct yourself or lose. Talking to all these people who are upholding the wicked system. Get ready to stop yourself, correct yourself, or be corrected. Either way, you're going to stop. Blue moon. Let's find out a bit more about the actual blue moon. Put what is. A blue moon is either the second full moon within a single calendar month, okay, or the third full moon in an astronomical season that has 4 full moons. The term does not refer to the moon's color, although atmospheric conditions like volcanic ash or smoke from large fires can, in rare instances, make the moon appear blue. So, like, if you got 2 full moons in 1 month, that's a blue moon. Interesting, because really and truly, a month is 28 days, isn't it? Is it? The earth, I mean, their calendar says what it says, but the earth is on a 28-day cycle or something like that. I don't know too much about that part. It says because the lunar cycle is about 29.5 days long, it can result in 2 full moons appearing in months with 30 or 31 days. This type of blue moon happens roughly every 2 to 3 years. So when was the last blue moon? The last blue moon was on August 19th, 2024. This was a seasonal blue moon defined as the third full moon in an astronomical season that has 4 full moons. It was also a supermoon, making it a super blue moon. August 19th, 2024. Interesting. So when is the next one? I say interesting because something significant happened in my life around that time. So when is the next blue moon? The next blue moon will be on May 31st, 2026, allegedly. This is a monthly blue moon, which is the second full moon to occur within a single calendar month. I think they're mad. This show is too informative and too good. They want to disrupt us. Yeah. Anywho, so yes, so this is a blue moon. This is a monthly blue moon, which is the second full moon to occur within a single calendar month. The next seasonal blue moon, the third full moon in an astronomical season that has 4, will occur later on May 20th, 2027. Whose birthday is May 20th? Or allegedly. Allegedly, Malika's dad's birthday is May 20th. But anywho, so we got May 31st, 2026 and May 20th, 2027. Might be interesting times. Let's read on. Let's read on. I love my job. Today I love my job. Sometimes I don't like my job. Some days at work are heavier than others, you know. So now somebody's texting. They tried calling to disturb us. They can't disturb us. I wanted to screenshot it. Let's see what they call themselves. They call themselves Sarah something. Yeah. Anyway. Y'all can't stop it. Y'all can't stop us coming. You better make sure you're on the right side of divine law. Right side of divine law. Right side of divine law. On the right side of divine law. You think that you're somebody because you know people in high places. I know doctors and lawyers and police and politicians. And I know billionaires and millionaires. I know the movers and shakers of the earth. Do you fucking really know? We are the movers and shakers of the earth, bitches. If you're not on God's side, you are a nobody. Okay? You think you know people in high places. I know people in higher places than your motherfucking doctors and your judges and your CIA agents and your NASA scientists and your billionaires and your whatever the fuck else, your popes and your whatever the fuck else you people rate as high on this planet. If y'all ain't talking God, if y'all ain't putting God up there, y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all are saying nothing. Y'all have no power. Y'all have no real friends. Y'all have no real allies. Your allies have no power. Okay? If your vision of the highest is these little fucking peanuts, these little peanut heads that have been running the earth and running it in such a horrible fucking way, if these are the people that you are holding in high esteem, then you are equally a no fucking body. These people are nobodies. If they cannot fulfill their positions, and do it at the cost of their life if they have to, then y'all ain't fucking saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all are serving no fucking good purpose here. Y'all are worthless. Y'all are part of the problem. Who can actually stand a life where they're the only ones who is fucking happy? Who? What kind of person takes pleasure in walking around a whole city when you are the only one who can eat food? You are the only one who can have nice car or nice clothes. You are the only one who can smile. You are the only one. What kind of person thinks like that? What kind of person like to see other people suffer? What kind of person like to see other people be beneath them? What kind of person takes pleasure? Y'all are nobodies. Y'all are the real nobodies. Anybody with that type of mindset, you are the real nobody. You are the real nobody. I'm not saying that things have to be perfect. But if it takes everybody else suffering, looking like shit and living like shit for you to feel like you are grand, you are really a nobody. You better be glad that I don't have the type of power. You better be glad I'm a child of God. You better be glad I chose to walk the path of light. The birth of Malika saved a lot of people's lives. If Malika wasn't born, I would be a very different human being. I would have been in my reptilian mode, but for the right reason. And I would have go full reptilian on the right people. And I would have still been a praying woman. And I promise you, we the people would not have been the only ones to suffer. All those who sit in those positions of power, pulling the strings and making our lives miserable, you would have been feeling it too, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just be glad that Malika was born. You see what I can do standing in my light. You see you can't touch me. So imagine if I was standing in my darkness for the right reason. You still couldn't touch me and I would have been touching all y'all. Since you like to make people suffer, how about you suffer? How about your family suffer? How about your children experience sadness, hardship? How about your mother cry for you? And how much crying could they really do when they know their children deserve that? They know exactly who you are. They know a wicked thing you do on a daily basis, so they know you deserve. But God said, nah, Chanel, I don't want you walk that path. God said, I got something else for you. Come do this instead. Y'all don't even know what you were making me into. Y'all had no idea. Y'all would have to capture me and lock me up in a dungeon like the tomb of the unknown soldier. Like Swan. The woman you got locked up in the tomb of the unknown soldier. Y'all would have to capture me and lock me up like that. Malika and God saved a lot of people's lives. And me. I saved a lot of people's lives by listening to God's suggestion to walk a different path. Because I didn't have to. I didn't have to choose to walk this different path. I could have stayed on the path that I was going to go on. Starting with Montserrat. Starting with Montserrat. That's where it all started for me. So naturally, I would have started with plenty. There would have been plenty flowers bringing and slow singing in a Montserrat. I don't even know why you were making me into. Y'all don't even know who I am. Because you see me smile and I act goofy, you think I'm a fucking idiot. Look at what I've been doing over these years. Look at what I've accomplished. Look at what I stand up to. Look at what I stand up against. Do I look like a fucking flake to you? You couldn't do it. You still can't do it. But it makes y'all feel better to see me as less than you. Whatever makes you sleep well at night. If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that walketh by day or night? Guess your guess and test your test. It is in your own interest to find out the power of the Most High, Most High, Most High. If Jah is standing by my side, well then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that walketh by day or night? If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that walketh by day or night? Test at your own risk. Guess your guess and test your test, 'cause it is in your own interest to find out the power of the Most High, Most High, Most High. If Jah is standing by my side, well then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that walketh by day or night? Everybody wanna feel like they're gangster. Everybody wanna feel like I'm the baddest bitch. Every man feel like I'm the coldest thing. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, the subject matter of this part of the message, we got a mix of a mix of something. So let's see what this is. I gotta check all these cards before I start reading. Interesting. What is it? Age over 1,000 years. This keep getting pushed off by some type of energy. Look. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna put you to the side then. Before we begin, let us check to see whether these need to be interpreted upright, across, or in reverse. Okay. Interesting. So this feels correct like this. But just now when I flipped it around to check to see, and I reached back to the point where it felt comfortable, I felt the need to untwist it. Interesting. So it feels right like this, but there's something feeling wrong about this way too. Okay. All right. So the card, the message that we got. So a mix of, that was the subject matter. So we got boring life, world domination scheme. It's a lie in the reverse. So that means something is being passed off as though it is a lie, but it's actually true. And then we have Indian in the reverse. And we have age 250 years. And this is the one that I spun. And then I felt the need to spin it back, even though it was the right way up. It was the correct way up that it should be interpreted. I felt the need. It's like when I twisted it, I twisted something. And there was a need to untwist it for it to feel centered again. Okay, and we got age over 250 years, and we had the age over 1,000 year card that didn't want to stay in the deck. So let's see what the message is from all of that. The underlying issue, we have ran away reptilian, basically somebody who don't give a fuck. These would be the world domination scheme people, those who feel the need to make everybody else feel like shit so that they can feel like they are somebody. Reptilian. New job. Age over 8,000 years. Age over 15,000 years. And we got changed their race. Okay, that's why the Indian is in the reverse. So we're going to put this one up at the top up there. Because that's why the Indian, I was feeling like that's what the Indian in the reverse mean. Because it's like, in the upright, they're a real Indian, but in the reverse, it's somebody pretending to be an Indian. So somebody made themselves look like an Indian. So they're not an Indian. Okay? So we got runaway reptilian, new job, age over 8,000 years, and then we have age over 15,000 years, and we got changed their race and got a new location, and this person or people are learning life lessons, and we got age over 300 years. And we have AI generated or deep fake. And then we have DNA manipulation into a European meat suit. So there's somebody that God is talking about here. Let's see. So there's something about the height of this person. So there was somebody who felt like their life was just so boring. And so they decided to join this world domination scheme to help keep their secrets. Okay? To act like they're not part of this world domination scheme, but they are. Right now, they're making themselves look like they are Indian, but they are not. And we got age over 250 years. So this person could be very aged, but you don't know it. Okay? The underlying issue is they ran away because they're in their reptilian nature. The reptilian nature of all of us is that part of us that just don't give up. Oh! Okay? So they ran away because of their reptilian nature. So they were just feeling so bored with life, so underwhelmed, okay, that they wanted something new. So their new job was to join this world domination scheme. And we got age over 8,000 years and age over 15,000 years. That's weird how those two came out together. So we got changed their race. So it's like this is something that has been going on for a very long time. They got a new location. So this changing of the race business has been going on for a very long time. I don't understand why the two different time frames came out. Maybe something significant happened after 8,000 years of practicing this. Because even in the Bible, when they tell us about the story of Cain and Abel, remember that there's somewhere that Cain went to, and they say that God changed. How did the story go? I don't remember. But God marked Cain in a special way. Anyway, probably scrap that. Let's read on. So they got a new location. They changed their race, so they look they look different. They changed their race, and they got a new location, but they're learning life lessons. And then we got up here, we got age over 250 years. Down here, we got age over 300 years. AI generated or deep fake, DNA manipulation, European meat suit. So it's like this person now want to, or this person's next move. Okay, so after this person turned themselves into an Indian, this person is then going to change themselves into full European. So this person is about to make him or herself look like a white person. But their height doesn't change. So if you want to know how you recognize this person, check out their height. Okay? Okay. So this person isn't a regular person, number one. This person is 250 years plus. Okay? Okay, so after we got height, we got age over 150 years. I'm going to dig into it to really understand parts that I didn't understand completely. And then we got water and food. We got vaccine, toys, faulty, age 61 to 80 years. There's something specific about this person's age. They keep changing their age. But now, because the 1,000 years didn't want to stay in the deck, we're going to dig into that. See what it's really trying to tell us. Yeah, so we got age 61 years to 80 years. Then we got age 120 years. And then finally we have fake birth certificate. So whoever this person is, they're old. Okay? and they look young. Okay? So they could look like between 61 to 80 years old when they're actually about 1,000 years old. So, Most High, what you want us to know about this 1,000? Because this 1,000 clearly has a lot to say. It wasn't even supposed to be part of the reading, but it insists on being part of the reading. So, yeah, is that the real age of this person or what? So it's like this person is telling some people, yeah, I'm 250 years. And then they're going to make a change. They're going to make another change. They tell another set of people, yeah, I'm 150. Tell another set of people, yeah, I'm 120. When really and truly they're about 1,000. That's how long they've been around. So this person changed their, but okay. So if they change their race to Indian, okay? If they change their race to Indian, and they're about to change their race to European, then what were they originally? Okay, so we got fake birth certificate, we got ear, then we have God, and we have on a mission. And the God card isn't coming out like the God creator of all things. It's this person who's going around playing God. Plastic surgery. So they're gonna change up their face like, ooh, because of the digital ID. Okay, so whoever this is run away. They're on the run. So now they have to change up because they're already known. They have to change up. Oh, there's so much to unpack in this one. Look like we're gonna have to stop after this one and then do another because I want to dig into this. Okay, digital ID, but we got the accent of this person. Harder to change the accent, harder to change their height. So if you want to recognize this person, check their height, check their accent, because they're getting plastic surgery and they're changing the color of their skin. So if you're checking for those things, you're not gonna know. Okay, so the accent shows the DNA of their fake certificate. So they're saying that they're certified European, certified Indian or whatever. Check their accent. And if it's somebody that you've known, check their height. Because even when I saw Craig with his new identity, when I really got put on the scent that is him, there's certain things about him that don't change. Like Craig was the type of man to try and do stuff in his house for himself. Like he would try and build shit for himself. This dude was doing that. The height of this person is the same as Craig. Okay? There was a little kind of fidgety kind of vibe about him. That was Craig. So when you want to find out who these people are in their new personalities or their new descriptions, okay, there's certain behavioral behavior patterns and certain things about them that they cannot change no matter how much they try. Like the height, they can't change, and the accent, you're gonna have to practice for a long time to get rid of the accent. Okay, so the way that you can hear that this person has been programmed to speak another language. It's like, where do you come from? Where did you grow up? Kind of energy. I could tell because you sound different to us. Bitch. You don't belong here. Okay, so let's dig in. Fake certificate, we got age over 2,000 years, bruv. Political, governmental shit. Wanted a new life. So they joined this world domination scheme okay, playing a part in maybe maybe MI5, CIA, FBI. Maybe this person was a politician. This person plays a role in the moving and the shaping of society. Okay, but they have fake passport, fake certificate because they're actually really old and they are hiding. Witness protection and hide. They need to go into hiding. So what this person got themselves into a whole bunch of shit because their life was so boring. Their life was so boring that they decided to go join this world domination scheme. Now they have to go on the run. And whoever this person is not a person, it's not a regular person. This is somebody who knows things about things. That's why they could be over 1,000 years old. But they're lying to everybody about their actual age. They've actually been around for much longer, and I guess that's why they were just so bored. Because they've seen fucking a lot. And it's like, what are these people doing right now? Y'all ain't doing much at all. Y'all are boring me. That's how this person felt. But instead of this fucking moo join the government and get on the right fucking side, since you're so bored, how about you not be a bitch and join the right side and help to correct this shit? Eh? There's a challenge for you. That should bring a lot of adventure into your life if you're so bored. Eh? You want to go join these fucking wicked people that's already quote unquote winning, but now they're not winning anymore, to the point where even you have to run, go hide. If you really wanted a challenge, you should have used your knowledge and your experience and your courage and your whatever else you got to try and help we the people. How about that? Stupid fucker. You're a fucking waste of space. So, age over 1,000 years. What do you want us to know about this person? What do you want us to know about that? Yeah. Hang on. Y'all hear me say I'm gonna be 100 and look like this? Y'all think I'm joking? I'm sure this person that's over 1,000 years old, they don't look like what these 100-year-olds look like. Y'all can tell me I'm crazy all day. I'ma show you right before your eye. I don't need no plastic surgery. I don't need none of that shit. All I need to do is take care of myself and I will remain looking like this. So now this bitch gotta run away. So let's check out this age over 1,000 years. Let's see what God wanna tell us about that. They ran away before, now they have to run away again. Or maybe this is God's message to that person. It's time for you to fucking leave. You dumb bitch. You joined the wrong side. You weak motherfucker. And now you want to go turn yourself into a white person. That shows just how much of a pussy you are. Eh? If your life is so boring and you want a bumbleclad adventure, you want to brighten up your fucking life, how about you turn yourself into a bumbleclad black man or a black woman? If you really want a challenge in life because your life is so boring, why are you making yourself look like an Indian and look like a European? Those people don't have no hard life like that. Eh? Those people are the people with all the money and all the power and whatnot in the world. Eh? How about you make yourself look like the underprivileged? How about you make yourself look like those who are being downtrodden? And how about you look like one of us and go through life bearing the image of a black person? You won't get bored then. You a bitch. Whoever you are. You're a weak motherfucker. Important life lesson wanted to show itself. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. What are you great at? Whoever God is talking to in this reading. You're a moo. Look. Destructive behavior wanted to show itself. That's what the fuck you decided to dedicate your life and your time to. Yeah. And you got a part-time job. That's what the fuck you chose to go do. Go join the world domination scheme. Wreak some havoc. If you want a real fucking challenge, why don't you try this shit up? If you want a real challenge, fucking try help us to clean this shit up, you bitch nigga. You're weak bitch. Whoever the fuck you are. Act like you're somebody. Oh, life is so boring. What shall I do? Oh, I'll just go join the world domination scheme. I'll just go help oppress the people. I'll just go help suffer some people. I'm just gonna go and kill some motherfuckers. That's your fucking thought process. You a dumb bitch. If you want to fucking have a real challenge, how about you try and erect a legitimate business, a lucrative one, where you're only bringing in clean and plenty money? How about you manage a business? A lucrative. How about you stand up against these people that were going to come and try to dominate you because of your power to make plenty money and your ability to influence positive change? How about you put yourself on the other side? Your life is so boring. Your life is so boring. You don't go fucking really take on a real challenge. You go fucking join these fucking destructive, stupid ass motherfucking people. I want to make yourself look like them. You want to look like an Indian and you want to look like a white man so you don't have to suffer the plight of the black man and the black woman. You a bitch. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got look outside your immediate circle for answers. So we're clarifying the age over 1,000 years. Look outside your immediate circle for answers. That's what they did. They left and went to go join the world domination scheme to wreak havoc on innocent, defenseless people. You a bitch. Scared, innocent, defenseless people. You a bitch. You join with people who have heavy artillery. They have fucking advanced knowledge when it comes to weaponry, bioweapons and chemical weapons, and they have power to call shots. You a bitch. You took the easy way out. You're nobody. You want a real fucking challenge? You should have been on the other side. You a bitch. You're a weak bitch. No matter how old you are, you're a coward. You're useless to yourself and to everybody else. Because see, you couldn't help the world domination scheme to win. You're not winning. And you don't have the courage to help we the people. You're a bitch. You're a loser. You're useless. You're worthless. Yeah. That's exactly what the fuck I said, and I mean it. Because that's what the fuck you're showing up as. You, every which way you go, you just lose. You lose, you lose, you lose because you're a loser. That's why. You're programmed to be a loser. You're a bitch. So we got keep calm and carry on. At the bottom of the deck, we got look outside your immediate circle for answers. I'm laughing at the way the 1,000 years just turned around like, oh, I'm dead. Yeah, now you want peace. Eh? After you done created all this destruction, you helped to create all this destruction and disharmony and chaos. You done kill couple people. You done ruin couple people reputation. Or now you want fucking keep calm and carry on. And you're tired. Eh? You're tired. God gave you the gift of long life, an able body and a sound mind, and that's how you choose to execute your strength. That's how you choose to invest. That's how you choose to invest your strength and your intelligence. And now you want peace. Look outside your immediate circle for answers. And we got who are you? Yeah, now you want to just throw away that identity that you done mucked up and fucked up along with the lives of so many other people. You want to take on a new identity now so that you can have peace. You won't have peace. You will not. You don't deserve to have peace. Yeah, spend quality time with grandparents. Those are the sensible people in our lives. And get a part-time job. So now you're going to look another part-time job. You're going to look another position. What do you plan on doing with yourself this time around? Eh? Mr. or Mrs. 1,000 years old, what do you plan on doing with yourself now? What's going to be your next grand adventure? After you don't create so much chaos and disharmony in people's lives, people's minds, now you want peace for yourself. Make yourself make sense. Get a part-time job because there is always a way. And we got who is she? Immature guardians. So whoever she is that's been encouraging you along this path, she's immature. And I'm sure she's younger than you. Chances are she's much younger than you. Why are you listening? Haven't you seen... You've seen just about every tragedy that we can only read of this day. We can only read about in books. You saw that shit with your own two eyes. You experienced that shit. You were in the world when that crap was happening. And you are allowing whoever she is to misguide you. You're a fool. So not only you're a loser and you're a coward, you're a bitch, you're also a fool. Why are you alive? Why are you here? How did you make it to be alive all this time being such a jackass? It's so boring here to you, but you won't leave. Why are you here? God is saying I need to show you the rest. So we got who is she? Immature guardians. We got guardians. We got spending time with your parents. And we got start with what you know or have. The rest will flow in. And then we got know who to ask. Because it's sabotage. Music of negative influence. Advice of negative influence. Whoever she is, she was a negative influence in your life. Whoever this is that raised you, she raised you wrong. Whoever she is that's guiding you, she's guiding you wrong. Whoever this she is, she has you on a destructive path. Or you allowing yourself to be dragged through life by the influence of she, it is bringing you down. We got show gratitude. So be glad and be grateful for whatever they did do for you. Now listen to them, but decide for yourself. You've been in this earth for so long and you don't have a mind of your own. You don't trust your own way of thinking. You've been in this earth for so long and you still have no purpose. You don't know what your purpose is. You have no real direction. What have you been doing? And that's why you're such a loser. You programmed yourself that way. So if I call you a loser, don't be offended. If you're a fucking duck, I call you a duck. You're a loser. Listen to them and then decide for yourself. God says, be yourself. We got who is he? I guess that's you. Whoever the fuck you think you are, it's a lie. You're not being yourself because of your immature parents. Whoever you got guiding you. Whoever you got calling the shots in your mind. Whoever they made you into, that's not who you are. You've been in this earth for more than 1,000 years and you still don't know who you are. I would never think that something like that is possible. I mean, you are a real time waster. We got sincerely apologize. There is always a choice. So apologize to them as you make your own decisions. You don't want to disappoint them. Whoever she is, whoever they are, you love them. But they're not good for you. So you need to sincerely apologize to them and make your own choice. There is always a choice. It takes courage to be different. You need to walk your own path in life. You've created enough destruction for other people and for yourself, and now you just want to fucking change your identity and get a new birth certificate and run away from it all? Nigga, not this time. Not this time. You're going to suffer the consequences of your actions this time around. So you know. You need to make better choices. If you don't want to reap these horrible fruits, you need to stop planting horrible seeds. You all know. You never had to be held accountable for your negativity before. You just light the fires and then you just leave them. You run away to safety and you watch everything and everyone burn down to the ground. Not this time. Not this time. See the card that's on the top? Aging is an option. Be forever young. Y'all thought I was joking when I start talking about this. That's somebody that's over 1,000 years old that message was for. That decided they want to play a part in this world domination scheme. Looking like they're 60 something to 80 something years old. Hey, that's what they tell people they are. They're not. They're over 1,000 years old. So I don't know which one of them that is. They know who they are. Because they're so bored. Let's destroy it. I'm just so bored. I want to destroy the world. I just want to kill everybody. I want to give them genetically modified foods. I want to take all the seeds out of the fruits and let us be the only ones who have seeds, and if they need seeds, they can only get it from us. If we decide that they starve, they starve. If we decide that they eat, they eat. That's your plan. And now you want to run away? Now that you see that your plans are failing, now that you see that this shit is not going to go the way that you think it's going, also you got some sense. You got some intelligence. So being in this earth for over 1,000 years, you learned something. Congratulations. So now that you know that y'all about to get fucked up, you want to run away. Change your identity. Your height and your accent is going to give you away. Those who you used to be affiliated with, God said, look for them by their height and listen for their accent. You will know what their new identity is. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. You're going to face the fucking music. You like to plant crappy seeds. You reap your crappy fruit and eat it. You're not run away this time. Bitch. You want to be mad at me. You want to be mad at me. You want to be mad at me. I see you're not used to taking accountability for your actions. It's time that you learn what that feel and look like. It's time that you go on that adventure. See what the fuck the results of going through an adventure like that will yield. You like adventure? God got an adventure for you coming up. You think you're God because you're old. You think you're God because you just been around the block. But you got some bitch. You got some bitch leading your ass over a fucking cliff. Is that the secret society boss lady that be trying to come at me? The one who got ties to St. Lucia. You think you're a god because you got long life. You dumb. And you're irresponsible. You're not a god. Come down from there before you hurt yourself. Look at the card. Aging is an option. Be forever young. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck with that wanting to make another appearance. Fear mongering. Eh? That's how you spent your time. That's how you spent your long life. Fear mongering other people. That's where you use your your gift of long life to do. Now you want to run away. You don't want to endure no fear. You don't want to experience fear. But it's okay for you to inflict it upon other people. Nah, man. You're going to drink a spoonful of your own medicine. It's about time. $1,000 taking life for a joke. These are basic lessons. You do the crime, you do the time. And it sounds like you have a whole lot of karma that's about to catch up with you. $1,000 worth of karma. Yes, everybody's getting it. Everybody who's meant to get it is going to get it from us. We're not left no stone unturned as long as we see the stone. We not leave no stone unturned. Been around here for 1,000 years, silent but deadly. Because they can't see me. They don't know me. They don't know who I truly am. They don't know what I've seen. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I know. Oh yeah? Think you're safe. Everybody can get it. It's time for you human beings to start behaving yourselves like you got some sense. You can be immobilized or deleted. Either which way, it'll be fine by me. Where y'all having the power to walk around and do stuff, and all that come out to you is pure evil. Eh? Thoughtless actions, selfish behavior. And there's people with good intentions who can't walk. People with good intentions who have no money. Time for you come down, man. Come down. Let the right people rise. Get the fuck down. We've seen what you can do. We're not interested. Next. Who's supposed to rightfully fill this spot? Please, show yourself. That's what time it is in the earth. Get the fuck out the spot. You know you don't belong there. Like pretending to be this and pretending to be that. Like our fucking lives are a goddamn joke. Since we can't trust you with our well-being, we'll handle it ourselves. Thank you. Because we don't need you. We don't need your money. And we certainly don't need your intelligence. Your kind of way of thinking. You are not welcome here. You want to leave, you can leave, but you ain't going where you think you're fucking going. You want to leave, we want you to leave too. You ain't going where the fuck you think you're going. Just know that. Okay, so the subject matter, the mental health. Yeah, you've caused a whole lot of people a whole bunch of mental health problems. Now it's your turn. That's what's up. Your turn. Wait, shouldn't have turned it over yet. Wait, we're not done yet. Oh, gosh. Now I turn it over. Okay, I need to check these two cards before I continue. So that one is like that. Is correct like this. Okay. So we got God. Reciprocate their love. And we got enemies. Sideways. Why? Because we're not your enemies. You have just been horrible to us. You made us into your enemies. We were never your enemies. And I'm getting the God like, God. Like fucking hell. Shit, how hard is it for you to just love somebody back? You want to be enemies with them. They were never enemies with you. That's how that message is coming through. The underlying issue, we got police and healing. Take time to grieve and move the fuck on. After you pay. Bitch. The police is here to bring real order. Who's gonna police the police? Well, the police for the police is here. They are active right now. Look around the world and you see what the fuck is going on. It's time for the bullshit to stop. The earth itself will rise up against you if the people are too afraid to act. Just know that. There's no escape. The animals will get you. The plant life will get you. The inanimate objects. Because nothing is inanimate. Everything is made out of the God particle. We call them inanimate, but they're not. They're very much alive. Because God can't die. So if they're made up of the God particle, then even the bed is alive. It was once alive. So just know that there is no escaping for you. You done the crime, you go do the time. God said just grieve and move the fuck on. We don't want to hear about it. This ease that you caused us when you were supposed to be our guardian. God put you in a powerful position to care for us. And you chose addiction to gambling, playing with our lives, playing with our happiness, playing with our futures, playing with our destiny. And that's the version of you that you wanted to be because of money and power. Time to pay. God says, suck it the fuck up and move on. So get ready to pay. You're not escaping this time around. There's no escape for you this time around. So I don't know if this is the person that started this world domination scheme or what. I have no idea who this person is. But whoever this person be, they have been in the earth for a very long time. And this society that those who were in charge erected was so underwhelming to this person that they just thought, oh, I want to make a ruckus. Y'all are boring me. This society is boring and dead. That's how this person felt. This person felt like y'all are like the dumbest the civilization has been ever. And I agree. This is the dumbest generation. I feel like this is the dumbest generations of human life to ever exist in the story of human existence. I could be wrong, but I'm not far off. We live the dumbest, most pointless existences because none of us are living in our purpose. None of us are being true to ourselves and who we truly are and what we truly love and what we truly want. All of us are trying to satisfy other people's visions of what our life should be. Nobody is listening to the God within them. Hardly anybody is listening to the God within them. And when people start to listen to the God within them, y'all start to call us crazy. y'all start to try to get us to stop what we're doing and be fucking mundane and boring and lifeless and directionless and underwhelming and dissatisfied with life like you are. Because you're too afraid to live your truth. So we must be afraid to live our truth as well. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Because if I can't live my truth, then what's the point of being alive? It becomes a prison. It becomes torture. Do you understand? So all y'all need to back off from me telling me to stop what I'm doing. I am who I am. Whether the world is ready for me or not is not my business. Wake up. And be who you are. Not who people tell you you should be. Just because you're afraid, it doesn't mean that I need to be afraid too. It's your business. It's your fate. It's your destiny. It's your quality of life. Life is what the fuck you make it. And my life is going to be what I make it. So whether I lose or I win, at least I can look back and say, well, I was following my own heart. I lived as I believed. I was happy making my decisions because they were my decisions. It was what I thought was right. It doesn't matter the result. I hope to win, but it's not that serious. I hope to be successful. I hope to be peaceful. I hope to be a positive example. I hope to be wealthy. I hope to be loved. I hope to give love. I hope to have joy. But if I don't get all these things, at least if death come for me, death won't come for me trying to bring these things into manifestation. I will live every single moment of my life being dedicated to being my best self. As much as I can under the circumstances that I'm living under. Period. Live right or die trying. All y'all want to praise evil and praise Satan and everybody want to be the baddest bitch and the coldest motherfucker, man. Fuck all y'all with that nonsense. If that's what make you happy, be that. That's not my shit. It's not my vibe. I'm a happy God woman. That's what I love. And don't let me clash with you. Because you will see as much of a bad bitch as you are, as much of a dickhead as you can be. Shit. Being in my God vibe, I could do it so much better than you. I can be colder than you. I can be a badder bitch than you. Because that's what God is. God is all encompassing. You can't get over it, you can't get under it, you can't get around it, bitch. Y'all can count numbers, but y'all don't know nothing about real mathematics. Y'all don't know what God really is about. That's why y'all chose these other fucking ways of being. All that shit is bullshit. It's weak. It's easy to just get up and do whatever the fuck you want. It's more challenging to discipline yourself and say, no, I'm not doing that because and you have a good reason for not doing that, and you actually find the strength to not do that. And if you can't find the strength, you pray for the strength to not do that because you're serious about not doing that. That's God shit. That's hard, but it's very rewarding. That's what make real dons like me. Look at who my enemies are and look at what they can't do to me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. What I'm doing, a lot of y'all can't do. The path that I'm walking, a lot of y'all can't walk. Y'all are too afraid to walk the path that I'm walking and have the level of enemies that I have. And experience the type of challenges that I experience in this life because of the path that I chose to walk in life. I'm a real Don. Under God, I'm a Don Dada. I am the baddest bitch. Well, one of them. Because anybody else who walk like me, we all the baddest bitches. We the best and the fucking baddest. You can't get no better than us and you can't get no worse than us if we choose to be. Beast mode. Don't let my calm demeanor fool you people. Don't let my good nature lull you into a sense of false security that I'm somebody to fuck with. There's a reason why people like me, we take pride and pleasure in doing the right things. Because we know who we are if we had to go on the other side. So we try not to offend so that we don't have to go into defense mode. We don't want to have to hurt anybody. But we're not opposed to it. We the best and we the baddest at the same time. We the nicest and we the roughest at the same time. Go sit down somewhere. You're not in our league. Being cold and evil and wicked and thoughtless and selfish, it don't make you a bad bitch. It make you a stupid bitch. You have to be all these things for the right reasons. That's what makes you the baddest bitch. And that's what makes you the best bitch. Are you going to be mean to somebody that's not mean to you? That just make you a bully. There's nothing cute or sexy or admirable about that. That's disgusting. They didn't do nothing to you, but you want to fuck with them. They look like they're smaller and weaker than you, so you want to fuck with them. That make you look like a coward. You a bitch. Why don't you pick on somebody your own fucking size? A whole bunch of wannabes. Y'all are despicable. You want to be a fighter, go fight for a fucking worthy cause. You want to kill somebody, do it for a worthy cause. Don't just go out and shoot people for their things. Or to say that you're better than them, that's just dumb. Hurting other people to get other people's approval and all type of dumb shit. Y'all are fucking loopy. Y'all don't make no sense. Y'all are the dumbest generation of human civilization to ever exist in the history of human civilization. And if you're not the dumbest, you are not far from the top of the list of the dumbest generation of human beings to ever exist in this whole story of human existence. You claim say that God has given humans dominion over the animals, but the animals are in a better position than we humans are. They look like they are above us. To me. They have more order and structure and can achieve things. Worthy things. Look at us. What do we wake up and work for and fight for on a daily basis? Eh? All you do is pay bills and eat and keep a roof over your head. You can't go and explore creation. You can't get a break where you could just sit in your own energy and be at peace. You have no moments where you could truly enjoy the love of your family and your closest friends without betrayal and hatred hidden behind those smiles and pleasant conversations and shit. What you are living for. Life is what we make it. We haven't done a great job at whatever we are making life into. Can't even have a proper orgy. Everybody want to be jealous. Everybody walking around with diseases and shit. Can't even have a good sex party if you wanted to. created this shit we call life and then say how God is so unfair and life is so unfair and what is the meaning of life and what sense is it being here? And shut the fuck up. You refuse to stand up for your right to do what is right. You want somebody else to do it for you. You don't want to stand up. You don't want to lose anything. But you want all the benefits. And then you don't even have respect for the people who do stand up. You help kill them. If those who oppress us ask you to help kill them. Fucking fool. How long shall they kill our prophets? Time God send us a savior, we don't protect them with all our might. We don't help them. We secretly support them and openly curse them. We secretly support them and we publicly curse them. You're a fucking fool. Fucking kill them and then say, oh man, I feel so bad at what I did. I feel so bad, man. You're a fucking cunt. I shouldn't have did that, man. I'm so sorry, man. Shut the fuck up. Bitch ass. You deserve... Yeah, lucky I'm not the one in charge, bro. Y'all are so lucky, 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 lucky. I be singing like, kill that motherfucker now. Kill that motherfucker now. I said kill him now. Kill that bitch ass hoe as well. Kill her fucking cut because she's an asshole. We don't need her hair. That little motherfucker over there got to go. By 7 o'clock, that bitch had better be gone and it's 6:59. Yeah, I'd be that person. Y'all are lucky I'm a child of God. Anywho, oh God. So the subject matter of this part of the message we have, I am a pedophile. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the inhumanity. Do you see any animals in the animal kingdom sexually violating their young? Ah! Have you seen any of the animals in the animal kingdom sexually violating their young? I rest my fucking face when it comes to where animals rank in the hierarchy of life and where humans rank in the hierarchy of life. I rest my fucking case. And that's only one situation. Okay? I can list a whole host of other ways that animals outrank humans. in character. We are not better than the animals. Stop fooling yourself. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to each other. We do not deserve dominion over the animals. We might have dominion, but we don't deserve it. We do not deserve to have custodianship. Most of us. Get all the people of the earth and tell them, if you ever been molested as a child, raise your hand. See how many hands go up. Mine will be up there. The first experience I can remember is when I was about 4 or 5 years old in Anguilla. I was living in Anguilla and I went to buy a puppy. My mother sent me with this young man to buy a puppy. And the boy lifted me up and put me on his crutches and was whining on me for a couple seconds. I went with somebody else and they went to ask about the puppy. And when they left me there with this man, he lifted me up as a little 4 or 5 year old and he whined up on me. And then he put me down. I never tell anybody. I never made I was young. I didn't know what the fuck that was. He didn't pursue it any further. That was it. But that was my first experience that I remember being molested as a child. His name is Gigi. And he was a good looking dude too. And even as a child, I recognized him as a handsome man. And I was about 4 or 5 years old. Maybe 6 at the most. Okay, genital or anal warts. Interesting. So we got, I am sexually attracted to something I shouldn't. And then we have bed bugs. Yeah, you're sexually attracted to minors. That's the something. Underage children. Listen, when God is ready to pour out its wrath, I'm not going to feel sorry for anybody. Nobody. I saw, let me continue. We got my weakness is, and then we got fake orgasms. I fake orgasms. And we got fat. And I'm guilty of betrayal. I hate having sex with my wife. So that's why you go and seek out little babies instead. Yeah? and you got physical illnesses. So that's why you go and seek out babies, young people instead, because you're too embarrassed to show the imperfections of yourself to a thinking adult. Is this one of the other reasons why you people seek out children to have sex with? Because you're ashamed of your body? You have sexually transmitted illnesses. You got problems of impotency. You got physical sicknesses, and you don't want nobody to actually know. So then you seek out these young children who don't have any sense who don't have much sense about real life. Of the embarrassment. This is one of the reasons why you people seek out children. You're so desperate to have. Fucking lock off the light. Give the adult a non-disclosure agreement to fucking sign. Leave the children alone. Fucking create an app that talk about whatever illness you have and hook up with people who don't mind dealing with people with that illness. See what type of people pop up. There are other ways to deal with your issue than to go and violate these innocent children. I say even people with AIDS and stuff, y'all need to create an app. One of these dating apps where people with AIDS can hook up with people with AIDS because y'all already got any ailment, whatever it is. Create an app where you can hook up with people who are just like you. So you can enjoy life still, even in spite of your condition. Y'all can bond over whatever y'all got going on. Probably learn something from each other. I hate the way you humans being thinks. I hate the way that you human beings think. Y'all are lost. Y'all are more lost than found. Y'all are loopy. Y'all are not intelligent. Y'all don't focus on the right things. We got I killed a person or persons and I hate my life. So because you hate your life, you want everybody else to hate their life too. Why do you hate your life? Let's find out. Let's dig into that. Let's find out why you want to hate your life. And this is not a shot at you. This is an attempt to help you. If you figure out what the fuck the root of the problem is, then you know what steps to take to make it better. Sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch, and listen. And don't fill your heart with hate toward you. Fucking listen. You should be paying me for fucking this. This could save your bumbleclot life and bring some smiles back to your face. And the face of the people around you. You should be paying me for this. How much do you pay somebody for saving your rascal life? Sit down and shut up. Okay. Oh. So let's get some idea, please, Most High, for this person. Why they hate their life. Let's see what their problem is. Let's see where this is stemming from. This is better than going into a psychologist's chair and sit down and have to dig through your own mind to find the shit. Look at how this is about. This process is about to be expedited. Y'all have to respect oracles, bruv. Y'all have to respect these oracle cards. Y'all have to respect my connection to the divine. Pay me for my work. I deserve to get paid. I'm sorry for the psychologist that's gonna lose a couple clients because of me and whatnot, but it ain't my fault. I'm better than you. Okay? Especially if you're the type that go around cheating clients. I have no apology to give you. You deserve to lose. And nobody got money to keep spending hundreds of dollars coming to talk to you. Especially in this economy. And you have no mercy on the people. You just want to stack your pocket. So you don't really try and help them to get better. Fuck you. It's not a game. I'm getting tired now. So after I do this, I'm definitely gonna end this reading. I work hard for my money. I work hard for it, honey. I work hard for my mama, so you better treat me right. I work hard for my money. I The subject matter, I hate my life. Oh, we got pregnant. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's see what that's about. That could be actual pregnant, or that could be like something you got inside of you that needs to be released. Okay, so let's see. Let's dig in. Okay, so let me check this before. So these are both meant to be in the reverse. We got this one. Oh, okay. So, I hate my life. You hate your life, and this is why. So if you never got to the bottom of why you fucking feel so miserable, why you make so many bad decisions, why you just don't give a fuck anymore, we're taking you back to the root of the problem, okay? Okay. So the first card we got to come out, what was the card that came out as the subject matter? Again, can't remember. Pregnant. Oh yeah. Okay. So the subject matter, we got partner up. The message is partner up. Then we got self-taught in the reverse. Well, we got self-taught in the reverse. And also we got teach came out together in the reverse. Now isn't that interesting? Let's read on. So we have gold digger, madame, crazy, and we have mother. They're usually the ones who fuck it up for us, aren't they? Our quote unquote guardians, those who raise us. How unfortunate if you get raised by a demon, they can only teach you to be demonic like them, but let's read on. So we got invest, stop, polygamy, and chicken head. So a chicken head is like a woman who wants to be kept. It's not a self-made woman. It's not a woman who is willing to go out and work hard for her own. She's the type to want a man to look after her, and she wants the best man with the biggest bank account, and she's willing to do anything to get that person. Okay? So let's check out the underlying issue, and then it will make more sense for us up here, because this self-taught and teach in the reverse is like, so if you're self-taught upright, that means that it's something that you did yourself. And if you got teach, then to teach mean like you want to pass it on. So what I'm getting is, with the self-taught in the reverse, you didn't teach yourself this, but whoever made you this way, this mother person, okay, she would have you believe that you are this way because you chose to be. So this coming like a mother who refuses to take accountability for the role that she played in raising you wrong. So she has denied all accountability and left you to believe that you are how you are because you chose to be how you are. But the truth is, you learned that shit from this stupid bitch over here. This gold digger, this madame, this crazy, stupid bitch. Okay? So you were unfortunate to be raised by a gold digger. She probably had prostitutes. She probably had women prostituting women for her benefit. And she ain't too right in the head. She crazy. Okay? So even you don't even want to teach anybody to be like this. So she'll have you believe that it's self-taught, and in your mind you're like, this shit got to stop. I don't even want, you probably don't even have children because of this. Or you probably have children, but you choose to stay away from your children because you can only bring up your children to be the way that you know to be. And it's like, you know that the way that you are is a no-no. And you have decency within you, and you decide like, no, I don't want to pass this. Let this shit die with me. Okay? So then we have invest, stop, polygamy, chicken head. So she had a lot of men. So your mother was a hoe. She was a terrible mother. She had a bad outlook on life itself. Okay, she wasn't very responsible. She was not respectable, and she didn't respect anybody either. So your mother was an outlaw. Okay? And that's why you hate your life. So you were brought up most likely not being cared for properly. You were not nurtured. Even if you had a roof over your head, you had food in your belly, and you had clothes on your back and shoes on your feet, you were not loved. You were not influenced to be friendly. You were influenced to be an outlaw because that's all your mother decided to be herself. So then she passed on those horrible philosophical teachings to you. And that is your programming. And a part of you know that programming is bullshit. So you don't want to teach nobody. You don't want to spread this stupid way of being. But then it has an effect. It has a negative effect on who you are. So there are other parts of your life, although you manage to contain this to some extent, there are other parts of your life that it affects. And the beast is then kind of manifested there. The beast that she made you. I mean, everybody has a beast. But she didn't teach you about the other side of yourself. Because she wasn't in touch with the other side of herself. She was straight reptilian mode. You understand? So let's see the underlying issue. So it's like you wanted her to stop being a hoe, like stop having so many partners, stop looking to men for their money, stop. Why do you have to be like that? But you couldn't change her. That's who she chose to be. So the underlying issue, we got intuition. So that's that little voice. Give worldwide support system infertile. So the monster raised itself in the other part. That's why you got into this this world domination scheme where you just want to hurt everybody, but in a different way. You wanted to make everybody else suffer, so to speak. So that little voice in your head, it was telling you to just make the rest of the world suffer. You had the power to do that, and that's what you did. Because you yourself are hurt. But your mother is partly to be blamed for her poverty and her suffering because of the way that she thinks and the way that she chose to walk in life. So if you've never acknowledged that fact, then it's time that you start to open up your mind to see that she had a choice, just like you now have a choice as to who you choose to become and how you choose to be. Just because you were brought up this way doesn't mean you have to stay that way. My mother tried to make me into a gold digger. Well, the woman I thought was my mother. But it's not in my nature to be like that. I have higher aspirations for myself. They taught me to be a liar. They taught me to be cold. They taught me to be a gossiper behind people's back. They taught me to be selfish, but I'm none of those things because I am none of those things. I don't find those things pleasant. So even though we are raised in a certain way, so whatever hardship your mother grew up under, because she most likely grew up under another set of crazy people, she, when she became an adult and was able to make her own choices, she could have made different choices. She chose not to. So it's not the world that made your mother suffer. The world only made your mother suffer up to the point where she had the power to then make her own decisions. She kept on suffering other people. She kept on playing the victim. She allowed her suffering to make her bitter instead of making her better. So instead of being the type of person that would look back and say, man, I don't want nobody to go through this type of hard shit, and actually be a woman of substance and just be selfless, she chose, okay, since I had to grow up into all these horrible conditions, now every fucking body that come under me is gonna suffer. And you grew up with the same mindset, but you hate your life because that's not who you truly are. You are made of different substance to your very mother. So all your life you've been fighting with being this monster and being true to who you truly are, which is not a monster. And maybe you felt for your mother, so you decided that you wanted to hurt other people as well. Since your mother had to grow up so harsh, this world is so harsh, these humans are so horrible, I'll make all of them suffer. Your mother had a choice. She chose to be the victim. At a certain point, she chose to be the victim. She could have walked a different path. She could have allowed this horrible experience to make her better instead of making her bitter. The same way I went through all my horrible experiences and look at who I am today. I am one of your victims. And here I am giving to you freely in an effort to help you. Not really to help me. That wasn't my intention. It wasn't my intention to help you so that I help the world. It was all about you. Because I felt your pain. So in order to fix the problem, we had to get to the bottom of why you hate your life. Because that's a big deal. So we got do the right thing. We got addiction, take time to grieve, and move on from being a tyrant, causing everybody else dis-ease, disharmony, dissatisfaction, hurt, pain. So you were addicted to making people suffer because you suffered as a child. And you watched your mother suffer as a child. And whoever raised Your mother, if you look back, you probably see that they were suffered as a child. So this is what these readers be talking about when they talk about generational curse. You see it? So because of coming from way back when they did a terrible job with their parenting, so then that person became a terrible parent, and then your mother became a terrible parent, and then she put it in you. And now you're a terrible parent to the whole fucking world. You want to hurt everybody. Because you're hurting. You were hurt. And you watched your mother hurt. I get it. But God said let go. Do the right thing because you're addicted. You're addicted to hurting others because you were hurt. And that's gonna keep on hurting you because you don't really want to hurt others. So that's not what you really want to do. You're doing it because you're hurt. And this is why it's so important as parents. We need to just, it's important for us to listen to the voice within our own self and stop being who people expect us to be. If you were to listen to this other voice that was in your head from since you were young, the one that's telling you don't even pass on this shit to your children. So you probably treat your children like kings and queens and treat the rest of the world. You pour out your fury and your anger on everybody else because you want to break your generational curse. But then you hurt everybody else who had nothing to do with your family being cursed in the first place, or most of us don't have anything to do with it. You understand? So it made you bitter. It made you better in some ways, but it also made you bitter. And the whole world had to pay for that which we did not owe you. I wish you well. You got unrestrained indulgence, lack of self-discipline. Well, we got romance and we got addiction again. There's a lot of love around you. High value. We got grandmother, admirer, pay what you owe. Reciprocate their love when it comes to your mental health that was groomed to be that way. So your grandmother, let me see what she's saying. Romance, addiction, high value. So somebody was addicted to living the high life. Okay? That's what they love. So she wanted to live a high life, but she didn't want to take the correct steps to be able to manifest that. She took the easy way out, which is to hurt everybody else, steal from everybody else, scam everybody else. Okay? Instead of fighting, because even if it's back in the day when women were not allowed to work and things like that, shit, be the first woman to fight your way through society and those stupid rules because it don't make no fucking sense. Do you see? So your mother was supposed to allow it to make her become a freedom fighter if that's the case and start standing up for women everywhere. But she didn't have that courage. So the other option was to be a victim instead of a conqueror. She didn't have a conqueror mindset. So let's see, your grandmother, we got admirer, pay what you owe. So your grandmother's watching you with love. And she's saying, pay what you owe. Reciprocate their love. So your grandmother people love you, love them back. We got mental health was groomed as insurance for her infidelity and sexual unfaithfulness. So she's saying that your mother groomed you this way because by you thinking in this way, it helped her to be free to be the quality of person that she wanted to be with all her sexcapades. Okay, so she painted herself in your mind as though she's the victim and as though she's doing the right thing. Okay, to feed y'all children and to put a roof over your head and to put clothes on your back, but there was another way. And that's what your mother didn't tell you. But your grandmother is saying there was another way. She groomed you like that so she could feel secure, insurance for her sexual unfaithfulness and her sex therapy that was bad for business. She didn't have to walk that path. So in order for her to feel cool with being that type of woman, she made you feel cool with watching her being that type of woman. Because you wanted her to stop being polygamous. You wanted her to stop sleeping with all type of different men. She didn't want that because it was the easy way out. And she didn't take full responsibility for choosing that way. She mixed you up in it by making you believe that it was okay and she had to do it because she was the victim in all this and this is the only way. That's what she did. Your mother had a choice. Your mother had a choice to not live the way that she lived. She chose to live that way. Whether it's fear, I would have to dig into that, but I'm not doing that because I'm giving you this for free. So whether she did that out of fear or she did that because it was easy, she had a choice. And she needed your support. She couldn't be that and have her child fighting against her every step of the way. So then she had to program you to be okay with it. And she had to make herself look like the victim so she has your sympathy. So you'll be encouraging and supportive, but being encouraging and supportive of that shit, it fucked you up. Because it was wrong. And a part of you knew that it was wrong. And you're angry about it. It was bad for business. But that's what she chose. And here, the world gets you. A menace to society, the biggest menace to society. Suffering us for crimes that we did not commit against you. We are not your enemies. Your grandmother is saying you need to pay what you owe, which is love. Love those who love you. That's what your grandmother is saying. Your grandmother is admiring you and telling you pay what you owe. You owe love to people who show you love. Stop wronging people who have done you no wrong. So that means your grandmother had some sense. So maybe it was your grandfather that was the jackass that made your mother the jackass that she was. Yeah, I called her a jackass. She was weak. Whatever her fucking case is, if she was a praying woman, if she was a God woman, she wouldn't have made this stupid choice and raise a monster like you to be a menace to the rest of us. That concludes our reading. Thank you all so much for watching. And I wish us all the best. Until next time, bye-bye.